Hey guys, I've got your hardscape built. Welcome to video 3 of the subscriber aquarium build. I know you're excited to see your tank, but first let me say thank you for being patient through this process. You know, this is the first time this has been done to my knowledge, and there's probably a more efficient way to do this, but we're going to continue on the way we have been here with video 3. And in this video, not only are you going to see your hardscape, but you get to pick your plants and you're going to get to pick your livestock. But before any of that, if you haven't been following in the comments, let me catch you up as to what the voting selections were for your aquarium. The voting was unanimous when it came down to wanting small wood for the aquascape. You guys also wanted both styles of plants. That was an easy one. But you guys were split decision on the type of stone that you wanted and the type of sand. In the end though, Dragonstone won out over the elephant skin stone, and cichlid sand won out over the pool sand. So those were your selections. Now, without any more delay, do you guys want to see your hardscape? Now, obviously, I don't have all you guys here with me, so I had to take some artistic license and just kind of create something that I thought was going to look good. I hope you guys enjoy it. For those that want to see how I came up with this and kind of the process, here's a little 2-minute montage of how this all went together. First step in putting the aquascape together was to get some dragonstone pieces that were going to be the right size for this tank. Dragonstone breaks apart pretty easy, and all I had was large pieces, so I had to smash it up and try and find some pieces that were going to fit in this scape. Ultimately, I ended up going with these two. I think they fit the spiderwood perfectly, and after fitting them in place, it was going to be time to lock everything down. So we grabbed the tissue paper here, and of course a little bit of super glue. We'll lock all that stuff down together, but the wood, it's going to float. So we locked the wood down with some more super glue in a couple of places, and then spun it around to make sure we couldn't see any of that glue from the front. Added another piece of spiderwood here because it was missing something in the center. I think it fills the space out and looks a little bit better here. Added another accent and some more rocks because we wanted to fill that right side in. So I added some rocks. You see the rubber band up there to hold things together while the glue dries. And I decided that it was time to drop it in the tank. So we put it in the tank there, careful not to scratch the glass or have the thing fall apart when I'm dropping it in there. Success, it ended up getting in with no hassles. We got to do the substrate now, and there are some pretty big gaps under this dragonstone, so we're going to fill it in with some large gravel here. That allows this smaller gravel to have a place to kind of lock in, and this is going to be the bed for the aqua soil because you guys wanted stem plants. So the aqua soil goes in, used about 1/4 of a bag, so there's plenty of nutrient-rich aqua soil for your plants. And the sand, you guys wanted the cichlid sand, so I went ahead and filled in the front, making sure to get all the gaps filled in as well. And I looked at it and decided, you know what, we're going to lock this aqua soil down so it doesn't roll forward. We're just going to put sand across the entire back as well. Dropped it in its hole and got ready to hook the filter up, going with the True Nano, and you know the filter floss is going in. That's right. Did some custom hoses here, which I hooked up on the filter, and then it was time to add a few accent stones and some little chips and pieces there just to finish everything off. Add some water, and that brings us to our finished product as you see it here. Now that you're all caught up, let's get down to the voting. The first thing you guys are going to need to decide on is the type of plants that you want. Now you want both epiphytes and stem plants. I'm going to just kind of leave this one open and pick some of the favorites as you guys are doing the comments. So I'm going to show you the epiphytes in one of my tanks that I'm going to be selecting from, and I'm going to show you the stems in the 40-gallon grow out tank, and you guys will just select from there. So for the foreground, most of my epiphyte plants are located here in this 10-gallon low-maintenance molly tank. It's due for a trim, so I can select some stuff from here. I'm going to go through what's in this tank real quick, and you can select a couple of plants. Put it in the comment what you want in your aquarium. So you've got a little bit of S-Repens here that you could choose from, though keep in mind we have no nutrients under that front foreground sand. You've got some Anubias Nana Golden here, as well as some Anubias Nana Petite, which is a little bit darker. You've got Cryptococcine Nuri here in two places I could take a sprig from. You've of course got the Bucephalandra. I believe this is brownie purple. I could sacrifice a sprig or two of this Hygrophila compacta if you wanted. And there's a little Java fern in the back there, but I've got plenty of Java fern in the bass tank. So if you want some Java fern popping in the middle or something, we can do that as well. Actually, here in the Dragon Valley Aquascape, I've got some Hygrophila penitafida as well that I could probably take some sprigs from. There's a whole bunch of little tiny offshoots here, so if you want some of that, we could probably put that in there as well. And that's going to bring us to our stem plant selection here. So this is the 40-gallon grow out tank, and it's got pretty much all of my stems in there, to include some semi-stemmy plants, like this Hydrocotyle species Japan. Tripartita, I think is what it is. So your stem plants that you have available here, you've got some moneywort in the back there. In front of it here we have Ludwigia Super Red Mini. Another bright red option you have for you is the Alternanthera rennickii, or rennickii, however you say it there. In the very front foreground are some less red, more the pinky shades. You could go with some Rotala Walichi, whatever, Walichii. Or maybe you prefer some Rotala Vietnam Atra. Behind it is some Bacopa australis you could take. And last but not least, we do have Pogostem stellatus octopus, though, well, I'll leave that up to you. Alright, here's another shot of your aquarium so you can get an idea where you want to put your plants, make your selections, see what you want for your epiphytes, think about where we would put those. Of course, I'm going to have the artistic license to decorate it, but you've got plenty of room for plants, or stems rather, in the back. Do keep in mind that our outflow is there on the back left. But there you go. Think about what you want, how you want to decorate this thing up, and put your selections for your plants down in the comments. All right, so a little different this time. Not multiple choice like before. Just pick a couple and put it in the comments as your suggestion. And keeping with the same theme of just suggestions, you got to pick some livestock for this aquarium as well. So I do have some shrimp available if you'd like little shrimpies in there. We got blue shrimp, orange shrimp, and red shrimp. All Neocaridina shrimp. Not going to do a Caridina tank. So, but fish is really what you're going to be selecting. Now, do me a favor, don't hit my pocketbook too hard. Let's not pick like the rarest fish in the world that's only available at the deepest, darkest hole of Lake Malawi or something like that. Obviously, it's a 7-gallon tank, so some nano fish. I will try and get them based on your suggestions, and we'll see, what's popular. But go ahead and just, I don't know, what do you want to see in here? I'll just leave it wide open. And the last thing you guys got to select is lighting. Currently, I have some under cabinet lights here. There's 12 LEDs, though I do have 2 more strips for a total of 36 more LEDs. If you want to keep it nice and slick and clean, at the bottom of all your suggestions there, just put lighting under mount or under cabinet, whatever. Or if you would like to do a clip-on light, you have 2 options there. You can go clip-on LED or clip-on spotlight, like those little spotlights, little gooseneck. We don't have much room, so I'll try and find what I can fit under there. But if you want a dedicated like pin spot or something, you can put that in the suggestions as well. So to recap, select your epiphytes, a couple of them, put them in the comments, and your stems, a couple in the comments. Let me know if you want shrimp, and if so, what color. Select a couple of fish that you would like to see in there, or maybe you want to go species only. So put your suggestions down in there, and then let me know for lighting, clip-on light, pin spot, or LED, or should we just keep the under-mounting light for a nice clean look? Figured I would do it a little different on this go-around and give you guys more freedom of choice here. We'll see how it goes. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video. We got one more to go, so after you guys make all these selections, next time you see this tank is going to have fish and plants in it probably. So I'm looking forward to what you guys select. I appreciate you guys getting involved in this. And before I let you go, thanks for 1,000 subscribers. If you've been following my channel, you know we hit 1,000 today. So I do appreciate that, guys. So until the next video, enjoy stocking your tank. I'll see you then.